All right, great Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. In with our 15 Minutes to Mastery, episode number 331, coming at you this Friday. It is the 27th of September, last Friday in the month, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We are here to bring you some information, inspiration, and motivation like we do each and every morning so that you can take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level because you're starting off the day on the right note. Because we know that the world comes at you hard. We know that business sometimes, man, it's just stressful. There's problems, there's everything. So we want to make sure that your mind is right as you get started for the day. And that's why we bring you this. And this whole week, we've been talking about time management. We've been talking about prioritizing. We've been talking about time blocking. And we've been talking about everything that has to do with you being able to maximize the amount of work that you get done each and every day so that you can sell at a high level, help many people as possible, and at the same time, continue to fill your bank account while you're doing it, right? And today we're talking about delegating tasks. How can you do that as a professional housing consultant, as a community manager? For those of you on the front line, how can you possibly delegate tasks? Man, I'm the person that has to sell. I'm the woman that has to handle these things. How am I supposed to delegate? Is what you're probably asking. And believe me, I thought the same thing as well when I was selling myself. So I'm bringing you some information on that, right? And we're going to start with the quote of the day, like we do just about every day. Andrew Carnegie is the great man who said this here. He says, "No person will make a great business who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit. It's just not going to happen. If you're starting a business or if you're in sales, you're not going to be able to do something great, large volume of homes or cars or watches or cell phones or whatnot if you want to do it all yourself or if you want to get all the credit. You're going to need a team. It's inevitable that you've got to have a team. You've got to have the right team, obviously, that are going to help you make these things happen because there's so much that goes into it. Especially we know that manufacturing home sales, man, the day gets away from you easily. It can easily get away from you. And so, with that being said, you definitely need to be able to delegate tasks. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to get into that, right? Because I know that I struggled as much as I wanted to sell more homes or as much as I wanted to do more as a general manager. I was limited. I was capped. There was only so much I could get done because there was a whole bunch of things that needed to get done. And so, in order for me to sell more, well, you got to delegate some of those tasks. And so that way you can be more effective. You can be more efficient. And I know that it's scary. I know it's scary thinking about it. I know it's scary giving up responsibilities to other folks. Sometimes we feel like we're the only ones that can do it and I've got to get it done myself. But man, I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you right now, if that's how you're going to be and if that's the level of control you need to have, you're going to go nowhere fast. You're going to struggle. It's going to be a problem. It's just going to be very, very tough for you, right? And the reason that don't want to delegate, like I said, is one, you either think you're going to be able to do it better, or second, you're afraid that it's going to get worse or something bad is going to happen. You're not going to delegate the most crucial, important things, but there are a lot of things that you could delegate, right? And this reminds me, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. We spoke about this gentleman a few months back. There was a gentleman by the name of Joe Girard. He is categorized as the world's best salesperson. He is in the Guinness Book of World Records as the greatest salesman, and he did that for 12 consecutive years. Okay, so this guy sold cars. Okay, he was at a Chevy dealership. There was one year where he sold over 13,000 cars himself. That's over 1,000 cars a month. Can you imagine doing 1,000 cars a month right now? If you were a salesperson, okay, his best day, he sold 18 cars. His best month was 174, right? His best year was 1425 until, I'm sorry, and I got the numbers mixed up, right? He sold 13,000 over a span of 15 years. Okay. His best year, he sold 1,425 vehicles. That's over 100 a month, right? And like we mentioned, his best month was 174 cars. This guy averaged 6 cars per business day. I'm just reading here, breaking this all down. It's crazy. Now, do you think that somebody could sell over 1,000 cars a month and do everything else that needs to get done? Get the business, do the marketing. And well, how did he do his marketing? Well, he had 2 assistants that he paid out of his own pocket. Here's the thing: this guy sent out over 13,000 greeting cards a month. Now, do you think he wrote them all himself? They were personalized greeting cards. He had one lady that all she did was write greeting cards for him every day to get these 13,000 out to his list of clients and asking for referrals and everything. Anybody and everybody he had sold a card to over the years was getting a card every month from him, because that kept them top of mind. So if somebody was recommending somebody to buy a car, they recommended Joe. Okay. So let's transition that to you in manufactured home sales. What are you doing to be able to get other folks to get it done? Well, you're not going to be able to unless you're delegating these things to somebody else. And that's why it's so important that you pick those things that can benefit you more and delegate those tasks, right? Administrative work. Maybe it's certain paperwork that needs to get done. Maybe it's posting your ads. At some point, you train somebody that can post the ads for you, so you don't have to spend the time doing that. Maybe it's somebody who is taking the Facebook lead and getting them through to the point where they are leaving the phone number, and maybe that person, you train that person to make calls for you, and so that they're setting these appointments, right? This guy people had to go through both of his assistants before they got to him. They were kind of like his gatekeepers. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen with you, but what I am saying is there's ways that you can delegate tasks, those administrative tasks, those tedious things that happen on a daily basis, so that you can focus in on selling, focus in on doing more and being more. And when you do this, this is going to allow you to then get better outside of the office. It's going to allow you to get better if you decide to start a business. I always tell people, use this industry, use the manufacturing home industry as a springboard to do other things, because you can generate a lot of income in this business. Use that to start something else, and now you'll be even better suited to be able to run that and delegate tasks there so that you can grow that. It was something I had to learn in growing manufacturing home sales mastery. Even to this point, we're still struggling with the delegation of tasks and finding the right people that can do certain things, because believe me, I don't want to do them all. Not that I don't want to do them, is I know that I can't, and continue to grow the business. And I'm okay with, at this point in my career, my life, and my business, with handing over tasks to folks. And I tell them, look, man, just make a decision. Just like I used to tell my teams, make a decision. If it's the wrong one, we'll fix it. But let's go. Because high performers, they understand that their time is best spent on the high impact tasks. What are your high impact tasks? Your high impact tasks are going to be actual appointments, sitting in with people and getting the deals done. And once you get them done, clearing the conditions, right? Making sure that the files move forward to get closed. But everything else, other than that, and your training, that's you. You got to do your training, right? Other than that, the other stuff, you truly can delegate. You train them how to do it the way you do it. Somebody can chat with people on Facebook and get the phone number, and that person, you could train them to make that initial call to set up the appointment, if it came to that point where you were generating enough leads to be able to do that, right? But it's about taking care of the high impact task and getting everything else off your plate. This allows you to work more efficiently. It ensures that you're no task going to fall through the cracks. Maybe somebody's answering your phone for you, so that when customers are calling with questions about files and whatnot, you're not having to deal with that. That person can handle that for you. So you are zoned in and focused in on sales. Plus, that empowers your team. They feel like they're important. They feel like, because you rely on them and you trust them to do these things, you're empowering them, and you get a better support system. It frees you up to do even more, right? So what are the benefits then of delegating tasks as a housing consultant, as a community manager? Well, first and foremost, like we've been mentioning, it gives you more time for sales. Obviously, hands down. Now you can really get focused in on that, which then will increase efficiency. Your files move faster, your deals move faster, you're closing more deals, you're getting homes ordered quicker. Everything is just moving. That's how George Gerard did it. That's how he sold over 1,000 cars a month. right? Can you imagine what would it be like if you yourself were selling 20, 30 homes a month? Not even talking thousands. Why don't we start with, let's do 10 a month. Sell 10 a month that go through to the finish line. You're closing, you yourself, by yourself, you watching this right now, you're closing 10 a month. Then from there, you figure out, how can I close 12 by myself? How can I get 12 of my deals closed a month? How can I get 15? Push, push, push. What little tweaks can happen? What other things can you delegate that and still maintain the service that needs to be maintained, right? But what can you do to be able to get to that level? So increasing efficiency, which then empowers others, just like we mentioned, your team feels good. They feel you trust them. They feel they're growing. They feel they're moving forward. They're doing great things. And because of that, now as more people are doing things and you've involved your team, there's fewer mistakes. Because when you're trying to do it all, believe me, even to this moment, you see it sometimes when I put out some graphics, I type wrong, I spell something wrong, I maybe whatever it may be, the mistakes are few and far between, a lot less than it was when I was a general manager, because I've got to be zeroed in and focused because this is my business and it's sink or swim. But even still, and everyone else that I get involved, I turn it over to them, and you figure it out. I trust you. If you need me, let me know, but I trust you, right? So fewer mistakes, and that allows you to scale. That allows you to grow. So if you're closing 3 or 4 deals a month, I'm going to challenge you right now. What can you do in 2025 to double that? How can we get you to double that in the first quarter of 2025? It's going to take being more efficient. It's going to take pushing more, but it's also going to take you delegating. It's going to take you operating differently. It's going to take you becoming a different person. Who you are now is not who you need to be in order to double the amount of volume you're doing. You're going to have to be a different person. And with that in mind, November 25th to 26th, we're having a 2-day event from 5 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is going to be all about time management, time blocking, prioritizing, delegating, and setting yourself up so that 2025 is your best year yet. We're going to put that on. You're going to get some more information. I've been announcing it. You're going to get more information, hopefully in the next 7 to 10 days on that. You're going to see it all over the place, and you're going to be able to get signed up. It's going to be a limited space for folks that want to not just learn about that, but then we're also going to zero in on your goals for 2025, and we're going to put an accountability program in together for you for being a part of that. Okay, so make note right now, November 25th to 26th, that's when we're having it. That's when it's going to happen. And that's where we're going to have truly work with you to be able to get you. You're not going to have to be part of our client list and whatnot. This is something you can do on you can just come be a part of this class that we're going to do. Because we want to make sure that we're helping you take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. And that is what we do here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, because we want to see you thrive. Because if you're thriving, that means you're helping more families out there become homeowners. And that's what it's all about. That's our purpose at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. That's why we started this company, to be able to help the masses out there through you. We put out a graphic today, or yesterday, I should say. Not sure if you saw it. And if you haven't, go look at it. It's on our social media, of where we have worked with teams. And I'm proud to say, really, that it's not even up to date, because I was looking at it and we've got to update it, because we have helped teams in over 25 states already, half of the country. That's amazing. Hundreds of people that we have worked with, hundreds that we're currently working with still as part of our own ongoing training and support. And through them, thousands of families out there have been helped through what we've done here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery with them. And that we are damn proud of, because that's what it was about when we started this company. That's the reason why I left Manufactured Home Sales on the retail side in Texas, to be able to come bring this to you and help everyone elevate the buying experience and revolutionize the sales industry, the manufactured home sales industry. And I'm excited about where we're at just 18 months in. I can only imagine what it's going to be like over the next 18 months with us partnering together. You guys have a great Friday. Go on out there. Go get it done. Don't forget, November 25th, 26th, you'll get some information over the next 7 to 10 days on this program. We're going to have half day, or really it's 3 hours both of those days, so Monday and Tuesday, where we're just going to lock it all in for you, and we're going to go attack 2025. So you guys have a great Friday. Have a great end of September, and we will talk to you tomorrow for another Selling Saturday. Until then, my friends, as always, I can't wait to meet you.